Hello everyone, this is Herotlinia. Welcome back to my playthrough of Dragon Quest VII, Fragments of the Forgotten Past for the 3DS. Previously, the party went through the Western Cave again, and reached Precipice Pass. Precipice Pass. They're here to find out some information about the victims of the Soulstealer. Hello. I'm not much use to anyone without my magical abilities. Yes, this fate has been a particularly cruel one for all of us mages and priests. Indeed. Maribel might know. A Pointy Hat. Not much point to this anymore. It's strange. My soul was stolen, but I didn't fall unconscious, and I didn't become a mindless servant of the monsters either. Maybe I was just lucky, or maybe my soul wasn't fully stolen. It's hard to know. Ah, 35 gold. Hello, Priestess. We have no soft mattresses or fluffy pillows, but if you wish to rest, please be our guest. Can I offer you a bed? Yes, please. Some free rest. Thank you, ma'am. Good morning. I trust you slept well. I will pray that today is not too trying for you. Thank you indeed. There's no response. He appears to be in a deep sleep. Gosh, having your soul stolen really isn't much fun. You can barely tell whether they're dead or alive. Zev had his soul stolen too. I wonder if he's lying flat on his back somewhere. Or maybe the monsters are already controlling him. Erg. He's staring fixedly at the ceiling. He appears to have no idea that he is being spoken to. What's up, priest? The unfortunate people you see lying around here have all had their souls stolen. It seems the monsters decided they had no need of them as minions, so they are fated to remain in this state. Poor unfortunate souls. We'll have to help them. Wow, I never expected such an amazing view on the other side of that damp, dingy cave. This place is amazing. How did they build a village here? One of the priests from All Trades Abbey managed to escape as far as the cave. When he came back out, he was in a terrible state. With his dying breath, he told me that the cave split in two at one point. He said one path led to the abbey, and the other one just led deeper down into the dungeons. Very interesting. Oh well? Uh-oh, a Scarewell appears from down the well. Another type of mimic, the Scarewell. You jerk. Enough of that, please. A rocky fellow, eh? Goodbye, Scarewell. Anything down here? Or anyone? Oh, hello. I'm not sure I should be saying this, but I think my opponent might be taking things a tad too seriously. It's only a game of Snap. Get lost, will you? Can't you see how high the stakes are here? And a mini-medal. Beautiful. We are up to 22. I haven't seen your gormless faces before. I didn't think they let anyone in this place except those all-trades abbey worms. Well, who cares who you are? I'm only interested in seeing those lousy priests and priestesses suffer. Let's stick to talking to the priests and priestesses, shall we? It seems like everyone else is a slave of the monsters. Hey, I just had a great idea. If we hit the people who are being controlled by the monsters really hard, maybe they'll come to their senses. Maybe not. A controlled guard? The so-called elite guard of All Trades Abbey are pathetic cowards to a man, and those sniveling priests and priestesses are no better. Their mistress was captured, and did any of them try to rescue her? Did any of them so much as lift a finger? No, they didn't. They're all pitiful, spineless little worms, and looking at them all day long makes me sick. Hello, priest. They say that our pain, our despair, our rage, all give succor and strength to monster kind. Is that why we are being kept alive? Do we simply exist to give power to our jailers? Oh, hello. No one's getting into this cave, do you hear me? No one. If anyone tries, I'll wring their bleeding necks. That must be the way to All Trades Abbey. Otherwise, they wouldn't be guarding it. Ah, those monsters really are idiots. Making those thugs guard that cave just makes it really obvious there's something important through there. Indeed. Come on, try and break your precious High Priestess out of prison. I'll cave your skulls in with a blunt farming implement. Ooh, scary. Clear off, will you? I'm in the middle of my favorite pastime, making sure none of these wretches escape. If anyone so much as looks like they're going to make a break for it, I'll be running off to report them to our monster masters. Heh, just try it. See what happens. I want to see another one of these weaklings torn to shreds. How delightful. Hello? The High Priestess had her own elite group of bodyguards. But when the monsters struck, most of them lost their lives. It was a terrible massacre. If only those bodyguards had put up more of a fight, none of this would have happened. If the High Priestess's bodyguards can't rescue her, then we'll just have to do it instead. Indeed. Hello? Oh, it's so awful. High Priestess Jacqueline is the only legitimate custodian of All Trades Abbey. But those monstrous usurpers seized her and imprisoned her deep in the caverns beneath these mountains. I wonder what the High Priestess Jacqueline is like. I bet she's really old and wise and wrinkly. Bah, what a bunch of wimps. Okay, maybe that's a teensy bit harsh. I know they've had a tough time. Antidotal Herb. If we only had the strength to take up arms, we could fight to save High Priestess Jacqueline. That is a bit harsh, Maribel. The people guarding us had their souls stolen down on Pilgrim's Perdition. We have sympathy for the plight of our fellow man, and would never harm them. However, they share no such sentiment. I have seen what they do to those who try to flee this place. It is too awful to describe. Those people with no souls are being controlled by the monsters. We've got to do something. Ah, now it makes sense. That's why the monsters take anyone whose soul has been stolen with them. But why do they want to keep all the old priests and priestesses holed up here? Very good question. Money makes the world go round, even in a hellhole like this. I'm always open for business. Very well, ma'am. An item shop. Some more medicinal herbs, please. And she has the Lucida Shard available, in case you missed one. A free medicinal herb. Hello to you. I take it you have come here from Pilgrim's Perdition. It is clear you are not from around here. You stand in the village of Precipice Pass. Its inhabitants are either fugitives from All Trades Abbey, or humans under the control of the monsters. I strongly advise you to steer clear of those unfortunate souls. They are animated by the monstrous malice that pervades this wretched place. It's hardly time for a chat, Tavalos. We need to talk to Eustace and find out what his plan is. Everyone here is miserable, and it's all those monsters' fault. They are such meanies. Yep, they're meanies. The humans controlled by the monsters watch over us constantly. If anyone even attempts to make a run for freedom, they attack without mercy. Those people with no souls are being controlled by the monsters. We've got to do something. The unfortunates whose souls have been stolen are being cruelly manipulated by the monsters. They are blameless victims. They are powerless to resist the evil machinations of their monstrous masters. Now behind these graves, we can search the ground to find a mini-medal. Beautiful. And we are up to 23. Now let's find our pal Eustace. And here's Fingers, too. It was all I could do to find out her priestliness was still drawing breath, Gov. There was no way I could have rescued her all on me own. I tried me best, honest I did. And you did well. Knowing that the High Priestess is alive and well is a great relief. If we can rescue her, perhaps the surviving members of her personal guard can finally be reunited. And old Fingers here can be welcomed as your newest member. Well, that rather depends on how you acquit yourself. You won't get in without performing a daring deed or two, you know. You what? How much more daring do you want? You don't get much more daring than stabbing them adventurers in the back like I did. Oh boy. Don't be discouraged, Fingers. I'll make sure you have your time to shine. Just work with me. Oh, Fingers. What's Fingers doing here? He's got a lot of nerve showing his face again. Quick, Davalos, grab him before he gets away and give him a good shake. The Backstabber's back. The party explored the village of Precipice Pass, and who should they find but their former friend Fingers, deep in discussion with Eustace. Fortunately, the thief appears to have confirmed that the High Priestess of all trades is still alive. And he's even willing to show a modicum of contrition for his treacherous tactics. Oh, Fingers, bloomin' smart Alec Fancy Pants. Hello, Cor blimey, fancy seeing you here. Don't do anything stupid now. You wouldn't go trying to get revenge on old Fingers or nothing silly like that, would you? I guess not, no. Well, that's a relief. You're right. We should let bygones be bygones and make a nice fresh start, eh? Lovely. Wow, Davalos, you're so nice. I was going to bite him. Davalos, you great big idiot. Let bygones be bygones. He nearly got us killed. So, let's head in here next. What is your business here? State your name and rank this instant. I am Eustace, of the High Priestess's Guard. Is that so? You are aware, I take it, that the rest of your colleagues laid down their lives to defend the High Priestess? It seems you decided neither to fight to the death, nor to rescue your mistress from her plight. I presume you are suitably ashamed? Words cannot express the depth of my shame. But this is why I have come to you. I wish to be given the chance to right the wrongs I have committed, and to make amends for my cowardice. I hereby solemnly swear that I will lead this band of warriors and rescue the High Priestess. Ha! Warriors? A cut purse and a motley band of vagabonds? Well, you deserve nothing better, I suppose. I am afraid I have not the slightest shred of faith in your venture, but I will not stand in your way. Well, that's something at least. I hope you'll forgive me for dragging you into this. I know it's not your fight, but there's no way around it. I need your help. And we need yours. Excuse me, but since when have we been Eustace's lackeys? Since never. I like helping people. Come on, Davalos. Let's help Eustace rescue the High Priestess. Oh, to think that such a shameful episode could happen on my watch. Until those monsters struck, All Trades Abbey had never fallen in all its long history. Ah, damn their eyes! We've met a lot of unhappy people on this island, but this priest is the saddest of all. That priest should be ashamed of himself. Sitting around here moaning isn't going to achieve anything. He's supposed to be in charge of all the other priests and priestesses. He should show some leadership. Nothing there. Just a bed in here. Ah, leather armor. Another obsolete find. Davalos picks up the High Priest's diary and has a quick flick through it. Today, another of our priestly brethren passed away from malnutrition. To see one so close to oneself expire in such a way is truly harrowing. This is a living hell. How will we ever escape? Hello, Nava. We came here because we heard this was where everyone whose soul was stolen ended up. But I've looked everywhere, and there's no sign of Zev at all. Oh, this is so awful. Where is he? Why is he not here? Poor Nava, she doesn't look very happy. Let's find Zev and make Nava happy again. If Zev hadn't been taken, Nava might have spent the rest of her life in that pit of a town. Who does that old geezer think he is, laying into you like that? It's enough to make a bloke see red. It's all part of being a member of the High Priestess's Guard. If you can't handle a little ear-bashing like that every now and again, it's probably not the job for you. Right. I'll, bear that in mind. All part of the job. The party find Eustace being given a dressing down by an abbot from all trades. As one of her bodyguards, it was Eustace's duty to keep the High Priestess safe. His failure has clearly angered a few of the Abbey's inhabitants. Fingers thinks it's terribly unfair, but Eustace calmly informs him that being able to take criticism is vital for members of Her Grace's elite guard. If anyone so much as looks like they're going to make a break for it, I'll be running off to report them to our monster masters. Hehehe, just try it, see what happens. I want to see another one of these weaklings torn to shreds. Hello, guys. How dare those monsters, using the people whose souls they've stolen to guard their own former friends and allies. I didn't want to have to do that, but we had no choice. Shouldn't we just kill them while we've got the chance? They're out cold, but they might come to and dob us in or come after us or something. No, we will not stoop to murder. Besides, there won't be any need. We will have rescued the High Priestess by the time they come to their senses. Uh-oh. A spy went off. Ah, good of you to join us. Now, as I understand it, the High Priestess is being held in the deepest part of the caves. If we're going to save All Trades Abbey, we need to start by rescuing Her Grace. Come on, time to move. Eustace and Fingers join the party. Welcome, fellows. Don't let Fingers out of your sight, Davalos. I don't trust him an inch. I still don't really trust Fingers after what he did. But if you're happy for him to join us, Davalos, then so am I. If I can rescue the High Priestess and show her what I'm made of, she'll let me join our guard, sure as eggs is eggs. Then I'll finally be able to say goodbye to this horrible existence. I don't mind Eustace coming along, but do we really have to take that stupid Fingers with us? Time is of the essence, Davalos. We must rescue the High Priestess before the alarm is raised. Fingers won't be able to trick us this time, not now Eustace is here, too. To tell the truth, I was impressed by your fighting skills when you took on Strom and his gang. Few last as long as you did. In any case, it's good to be working with you. Likewise. What are you staring at me like that for? I ain't gonna stab you in the back again, if that's what you're thinking. Let's get Jack-Pack. Eustace and Fingers have taken care of the guards at the entrance to the caves. It seems High Priestess Jacqueline is being held somewhere inside. And there's no hope of the Abbey being restored until Her Grace is rescued. Eustace and Fingers team up with our heroes, and the brave band head inside en masse. There's no response. He appears to have been knocked out cold. I was all set to show them geezers what for, and then you had to go and step in with your fancy hat and your sword. Huh, that's not quite how I remember it. In fact, I have a distinct recollection of you begging me to keep them away from you. All right, there's no need to go into every little detail, is there? The main thing is, we won. It looks like he won't be getting up anytime soon. Eustace and Fingers are really tough. That guard might have acted tough, but he barely put up a fight. Being controlled by monsters doesn't make you any tougher, apparently. These unfortunates are as much victims of the monsters as we are. To take their lives would have been unthinkable. They will have a headache when they come to, but nothing worse. I was all set to show them geezers what for. There's no response. He appears to have been knocked out cold. Well, we'll check out that cave next time. For now, I'll go rest and save. Yes, please. Thank you. Next time, we'll check out the Dungeon of Descent and try to rescue High Priestess Jacqueline. This is Heorotlinia. I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time.